Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today here at Kay's Cooking and More. I'm Marie Lockwood, and today we're doing a very simple dinner. This is just a version of beef stroganoff. If you're like most people, you probably buy the box and you do it that way, which is fine if that's your preference, but this is so much better. Really, you have to give this a try. It's a very thick, creamy, yummy dinner. You'll love it. So let's see what we need. Okay, so for this recipe, we need 1 pound of ground beef. We need, really this one's a preference. I put about 2 cups, 2.5 cups, and these are just baby carrots that have already been peeled, and I boiled them so that they're nice and soft. And you do want to boil those first because they take forever to cook. Okay, and then we have a little bit of flour. I have some chopped up mushroom from a can. And I have found that if I chop it small enough, the kids will eat it and have no idea it's in there. And then a little bitty thing of sour cream, a can of cream of mushroom soup, and then your pasta noodle of choice. I just go with the medium egg noodle. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're just going to first get your ground beef cooked. That's the most important thing. So we're just going to put that in there. We're going to start cooking that, and then we will be back. Okay, now that the hamburger meat is completely cooked, make sure you drain that well. Don't overcook it and burn it. Nobody wants burnt meat. Alright, looking good. Okay, so at this point we're going to start adding our ingredients. The first thing that we want to add is our carrots that have already been pre-boiled, so they're nice and soft. Get all of those in there. Give it a nice mix. And the carrots are totally optional. My kids actually like the carrots, so I put them in. But if your kids won't eat them, unless you can get the carrots chopped really small, you kind of have to go without them. Like I said, I can get away with the mushroom only if I chop it really small and they can't see it. Alright, so now we're going to add our mushroom. All that in there. Add our flour. And that's just to help thicken it up a little bit. It won't affect the taste. Alright, then we want to add our sour cream. And I did forget to mention, all of the amounts for everything will be in the description box. And you do want to turn down your heat at this point. You're more at a simmer now. I don't know why these little jars are made this way. Everything is so hard to get out sometimes. Okay, now that we have our sour cream, we're going to add our cream of mushroom soup. And this is just going to give us a very nice sauce. I like a nice, thick, creamy sauce. And, you can buy the boxed food if you're in a major hurry, but really this does not take that long to make. And your kids, my kids anyway, really like home-cooked food. At this point, they are so picky that they won't eat it if they found out it came out of a box. And you can usually tell if it came out of a box because they complain that it doesn't taste the same. Which they're right, it really doesn't taste the same. So you really have to, just give in, take the little extra effort, and make them something that they'll really like. And like I said, it really doesn't take very long. It's not that many dishes, and it's really simple. Anybody can make this very, very easily. Alright, so we're just going to give this a nice mix to make sure our sauce is covering all of the meat, all of the carrots, the mushrooms, everything that you've put in. And you can add a few things if you want, onion. I would not recommend black olive or, bell pepper for this, but if you like it, you can do that. Think of cooking as an experiment. You can experiment, you can do different things, you can add a few things, you can do whatever you want with it. and just have fun. That's the whole point of cooking and baking, is to have fun with what you're doing. All right, so at this point, you don't have to do anything else, okay? You're just letting this sort of simmer. Now, you can add, if you want to, a little bit of salt and pepper or some garlic powder for extra flavor. I put about a teaspoon of garlic powder in mine, and you know, really just a sprinkle of salt and pepper. It really doesn't need a whole lot, but I like it just for that added flavor. And then you're just going to mix that up. Maybe I'm weird, but I love the smell of cooking garlic. I have no idea why. Like, Italian food is my favorite because I just love that garlic smell. Okay, so now we've got this in there. It's going really well. We're just going to, like I said, let this simmer. And you really don't need to do it for very long. It's, 5 minutes. It's a very short time. It's just to get everything nice and warm. And we are going to take our noodles and put them in a large pot and boil them separate, and then we'll be back. Okay. Now, we've been warming this. Just giving it a nice little mix. It's kind of melting down, so. Now you can do the next part one of two ways. You can put the noodles on a plate and then pour this directly on top, or you can do what I do and mix it all together, because then you don't get a whole bunch of complaints from the kids about he got more carrots than I did and all of that. So what we're going to do is add our noodles in and then mix it again. Okay, so my noodles have been cooked. They have been strained. I'm just going to add those in. And you can do more or less depending on how much topping you like, but I actually use the entire bag because I like a good thick hearty one that, leaves a little bit of leftover. Alright, so once you get that in there, you're just going to mix again from the bottom to the top, just trying to get your mixture into the noodles really well. Like you can see, it's nice, it's thick, it's creamy. It smells really good. I love the garlic. Okay, now that we have it nice and mixed, you can let it cool off for a minute if you want to, or you can serve it straight right now. Okay, so let's get this served up and then we'll be back. So we are completely done. As you can see, it's nice, it's thick, it's creamy, it's very hearty. Kids will definitely be full after they eat this. And it just has a great taste to it. You will really, really like this. And you can salt and pepper and add the garlic powder to taste. I don't put a whole lot because it really just doesn't need it. But like I said, anybody can make it. Very simple. I hope you enjoyed as much as my family does. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Marie Lockwood at Cakes, Cooking, and More. Have a great day.